Okay, hello YouTube. Today I'm going to make an ideal Gravekeeper deck. It's extremely strong. I run it as my main deck, and I absolutely find it brilliant. So to start off, we have 3 Gravekeeper's Assailants. They're good for changing the attack positions of your opponent's monsters. Absolutely fantastic. 2 Gravekeeper's Chiefs. Well, they're brilliant for bringing out Visionary if he's in the grave. There should be 3 Visionaries, but I can't find one. It's in my room somewhere. They're absolute power cards. If you don't have them in your Gravekeeper deck, there's something wrong with you, because it won't work. 3 Descendants. Now this is another staple card, because if you don't run them, then it makes it hard to destroy your opponent's cards, because the Descendant's effect is absolutely fantastic. Next we have Gravekeeper's Guard. You need to run 3 of them in case your opponent pulls out an absolute stonker of a monster. Now they're good for bouncing them back to the hand. Next we have 2 Gravekeeper's Spear Soldiers. They're good for piercing people who are playing defensively. 3 Spies for special summoning things like Gravekeeper's Descendant and a Recruiter. They're quite good. Gravekeeper's Commandant is absolutely fantastic. You need to be able to get out Necro Valley fast. That really will boost your gameplay with Necro Valley, which is here. You need to run 3 of them. If you don't run them, your monsters probably will be defeated, except Visionary. Field Barrier, obviously, to defend your field card. If you don't run them, you're wide open to it, basically. Next we have 2 Gravekeeper's Stellays. They're good in case you just need to add to your hand, or say, even if your Visionaries are really powerful because of its effect, you can add 2 to your hand and stop it from being destroyed. 2 Magical Dimensions. These are brilliant. If your opponent has a monster, you can normal summon any GK, activate one of these, and straight away special summon 1 Visionary from your hand, and you'll be able to destroy your opponent's monster. Now here we have just a few cards that staple in everyone's deck. Swords of Revealing Light, Monster Reborn, and Mystical Space Typhoon. Everyone should run them because they're absolutely brilliant. Book of Moon is good for using Spies and Guards effect, maybe even defending yourself against an opponent's monster. Solidarity, you're running all spellcasters, absolutely brilliant idea. 2 Magician's Circles. Now these are good for special summoning Visionaries from your deck. I use these a lot and they work out extremely well for me, because I don't particularly play people who run spellcaster decks. Be sure to look up Magician's Circle, I'll put it in the description. Torrential Tribute, well timed one of them can absolutely annihilate your opponent, fantastic card. Scrap Iron Scarecrow can give you some defense when you need it. Metal Reflex Slime is a good stall card. It works particularly well for me. It might not for you, depending on what deck you're playing. Dark Illusion. Now these are good cards to stop your monsters from being destroyed, or anything really. They're just absolutely brilliant. Like Creature Swap, you can negate one of them with those. And finally, Mirror Force. Everyone should have one of them. They're absolutely brilliant. Keep your opponent at bay. There's also one card I've not put in because I've bought it, but it's on the way. It's Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Now that's an absolutely brilliant card because when it's sent to the graveyard by any means, so say if it's destroyed, it's sent, even if it's discarded with Visionary's effect, you can add a Gravekeeper with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. Now if you're running, say if you're in a duel and you don't have Necro Valley out, you can straight away tribute Recruiter with Descendant effect, destroy a card your opponent controls, and yeah, you get Commandant to your hand and you can activate Necro Valley just like that. So yeah, that's my ideal Gravekeeper deck. I hope you like it. It works essentially well for me. I hope it will do for you as well. And thanks, see you later.